Uh, Hello, everybody. My name is Amit, and I welcome you all to our YouTube channel, Aptitude 360.online. I am your host for the evening. If I will have to describe myself in one sentence, probably I would say that I am mad for mathematics or somebody. But the kind of guest that we have today, I cannot describe him in one sentence. He is a multifaceted personality who has vast experience in the field of IT and management and education. If we say that he is a certified NLP trainer and teacher and motivation speaker, and he travels a lot. He has authored a book as well. So I would say that he has done multiple things. And if we talk about his education, he has done bachelor's in commerce, and then he did law, and then he also completed the company secretary. But the most important thing that intrigued me was his education in psychotherapy and psychoanalysis. One thing, sir, that you have mentioned is you read 10,000 books at least. And I am the one who might not have even completed 100 books. So that is one thing that really inspires me a lot. And we will be talking about it. But then let us continue with the discussion. The core discussion probably that we will be having is in this pandemic era. You see, uh, the kind of problems that parents are facing, the students are facing, the screen times have gone up, the violence have gone up. So how to deal with such things? And because I consider you as an authority who has trained people who are young enough to prepare for examinations like UPSC, IAS, and other ones. But then I would also like to know more from you. What our young kids should be doing? So over to you, sir. Let us continue with this discussion, and I'll whenever I will feel necessary, probably I'll keep asking questions from you. Over to you.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for calling me on this wonderful platform. And as you correctly said, in the pandemic situation, many things has got changed. If we see, then people are now becoming more and more addicted towards the online mode, the social media, as well as like you mentioned a very correct point that screen time has increased a lot,
Correct.
and that is a part of worry as well. Right now, if we see in the terms of the education that there is no option that people have to take the online education, that is fine, but for the education purpose only this screen time is being used, it is not the case. So there are multiple things where people are getting engaged themselves, mainly the social media is causing many good things as well, many bad things as well. It having its pros and cons. It is showing its own result. And the most vital thing, if we consider right now, then the youngsters from the age, we can say, let's say from age 12, let's say at the teenager age, this teenager age people have become now the screenager, like they are continuously on the mobile. आपने
Mm.
देखा होगा कि हम जब छोटे बच्चों को भी जब सुलाते हैं, गाना गाते हैं, एंड वी मेक एवरी पॉसिबल थिंग कि वो सो जाए, लेकिन नहीं होता है, देन व्हाट हैपन जनरली, हम उसको एक छोटा सा गाना सुनाते हैं, नर्सरी राइम सुनाते हैं, कुछ और चीजें दिखाते हैं, एंड दैट हैपन्स, दैट वर्क्स. तो ये आदत लग जाती है, तो वहां से शुरू हो जाती है. एंड व्हेन पीपल कम टू दिस पर्टिकुलर एज, व्हेन चाइल्ड बिकम अ टीनेजर, तो वहां पे टीनेजर में ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट होता है कि मोबाइल ये उसका अल्टीमेट डोज बन जाता है. So we have seen many cases that mobile addiction, the screen time increase part, in social media addiction, and there are multiple things that we can able to see. अगर मैं इसमें कुछ tips देना चाहूँ, तो I think most important factor right now is a parental role. If we
Correct.
consider this part,
Absolutely,
कि
yes.
हमें अगर हमारे बच्चों को अच्छे तरीके से गाइड करना है, मोटिवेट करना है, उसको अच्छे तरीके से हमें एजुकेशन देना है. लुक, एजुकेशन इज अ फैक्टर वी कैन सी, जहाँ पे शेयरिंग अच्छा है, जहाँ पे थॉट एक्सचेंज अच्छा है, जहाँ पे एक साथ चीजों के साथ काम किया जाता है, जहाँ पे सीखा जाता है. हमारे पास हम देखें, हमारे अगर पूर्वजों को देखें, तो वहां पे गुरुकुल पद्धति थी. एंड एज गुरुकुल पद्धति लाइक वो शिष्य गुरु के पास जाता था, वहां पे सीखता था. अभी ये तो नहीं चल रहा है, लेकिन हम स्कूल में जाते हैं, पढ़ते हैं, कॉलेज में जाते हैं, पढ़ते हैं, सीनियर कॉलेज में जाते हैं, पढ़ते हैं, यूनिवर्सिटीज में जाते हैं, पढ़ते हैं. This thing happens, and now the scenario has ultimately changed. rapidly changed, and it has changed so drastically where we have to categorize the thing. अगर हम इसको देखें ना कि यहाँ पे स्क्रीन जहाँ पे यूज हो रहा है, नाउ वी हैव टू एबल टू मैनेज द स्क्रीन टाइम.
Correct.
So the first important we have to give here, that is most importantly the parental role. Parents should set the limit for watching the screen. यहाँ पे उनको एक स्क्रीन टाइम पे एक लिमिट रखना बहुत जरूरी है कि हम किस तरीके से हमारे बच्चों को स्क्रीन टाइम के लिए एक सही समय दें. इट्स नॉट कि हम उसे पूरी तरीके से बंद.
Previously it was happening, but nowadays what is happening is the schooling is being done on the screen. They are doing their homework on the screen, and if they are not doing anything, at least they would tell their parents that I am doing something on about my homework and all. So parents probably don't have much say nowadays. One thing that people come and tell me is the role of fake news on social media, and these kids who are very gullible. Because they accept everything on the face value. So fake news is something that is distorting their brain, and that has come out to be the biggest challenge for parents. One, they cannot stop the screen time because the school also gives work to do on the screen. They are learning on the screen. At the same time, they are on the social media everywhere. They are being fed by those fake news. So this is something that is worrying parents a lot. So how would you like to describe this?
The parents should encourage the screen which is used for the educational activities, or let's say the activities which are in the learning mode. They have to see that our child is actually getting engaged in watching the good content. He is choosing the good content that is educational, that is good for his or her future. But that should also have the fixed schedule, that should have also the fixed screen time. Let's say if right now education is becoming online, so there is no option right now that the people are going to the schools or the colleges or the universities and they are learning in the physical mode. So that time we can consider. But in this part as well, after 30 minutes, they should have the water break, like they should blink more. Because what happens when we see that when we look at the screen all the time, na, then हमारा ऐसा होता है कि आंखें जो हम जो हर बार ब्लिंक करते हैं ना, so blinking of eyes also वहां पे कम हो जाता है. So that water break is also important. Few times after 1 hour, if you're watching screen, let's say thoroughly for 1 hour, तो हमें क्या करना है, आंखों के ऊपर पानी लगा के आना है. Then we should take a break. That is also important. Encouraging in all the activities which are beneficial for a child, that is fine. यहाँ पे अभी इस मोमेंट पे कोविड पे, लेकिन जहाँ पे हम लोग स्क्रीन, मतलब अभी क्या होता है, किसी को काम करना है, if anyone wants to do work, यहाँ पे वर्क फ्रॉम होम चल रहा है, या फिर हम कह सकते हैं कि the moms also are working, they are managing home, they are managing office, and यहाँ पे ऐसे होता है कि फिर हाथ में बच्चों के हाथ में मोबाइल दे दिया. Now you take this mobile, whatever you want to watch, and there is no control. So that is a part, and that is causing many things. As you said, the fake news, because what is happening, everything which is coming on the social media, people are having the habit कि इसको हम observe करें, इसको हम absorb करें, और इसी को हम सच मान के चलें. So that is causing many problems. It is not every time possible, ना, like जहाँ पे देखिए एक न्यूज आई, यहाँ पे क्यूरियोसिटी बढ़ गई, now forwarding that particular news without cross checking, ये बहुत और बहुत बड़ा हम कहेंगे कि एक ब्लंडर भी बन सकता है. ये भी देखना चाहिए. तो इसमें से क्या चूज करना चाहिए, what to choose, क्या omit करना चाहिए, what to omit, these also things are important. And here parental role always comes कि यहाँ पे कम से कम अगर आप लोग कंटिन्यूसली एजुकेशन में देख रहे हैं ना, तो ब्राइटनेस को भी कम करके हम देख सकते हैं. ये भी हो सकता है कि स्क्रीन का जो रेजोल्यूशन है ना, उसमें कम करके देखें. ये भी फायदेमंद हो सकता है. But we are into like such a mode कि no, like the mobile, the TV, the laptops, everything if we see, they are become, मतलब पहले कहते थे कि हमारे पास 5 उंगली है, now the 6th finger is our mobile. So that is the thing.
Another thing
it is happening
is the children, the young children are going through certain depressions. Like most of the time they take selfies and they use multiple filters. They go to Instagram and other platforms. They want to look good all the time. That infuses, I would say that infuses the inferiority complex amongst them. So over a period of time, they are not what they should be. Now parents come up and say that my child is always taking selfie and he is using multiple filters and he's always on this channel and that channel. And that is one thing that is causing is they cannot concentrate on where they should be concentrating. So they are concentrating on something where adrenaline rush is more. They're concentrating things like so one parent who came to me and said that, sir, you tell me this, watching 1 hour of YouTube and studying 1 hour, and if you ask my child would tell you that studying for 1 hour is good for me, but still he would go and watch 1 hour of YouTube channel. So my child knows what is right for him, but still he would watch those channels. So this is where I'm finding a challenge, because if I want to give moral lesson to my child, he would say that I know it, but then he would not do what he should be doing. So that's another challenge that they are facing.
Nowadays, if we see, then this selfie part, or like putting our own pictures, uploading on every platform. It may be the WhatsApp status, it may be the Insta, it may be the Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, any other different 20 platforms that people are using. People are expecting reactions from the friend circle which are they connected with, and these reactions are most important factor for them. Let's consider if I upload my picture where I am expecting 100 likes of a particular picture, and if I'm getting only 50 likes, then my point of depression, that why my this person which is very close to me has not liked my
Yes,
picture,
yes.
has not given a comment,
Mm.
has not actually spoke with me about this part. Why it is so? So this is the circle, the vicious circle which actually starts in my mind. That is very harmful. And why it is come? Because we are actually living in this virtual world where we are just putting our images, where we are like standing on a, let's say, on the cliff of a mountain, and we are taking this selfie and expecting that for that particular selfie I should expect 500,000 likes because I am doing some adventure. And we are actually forgetting that we are putting our very what we say, the priceless life into the danger for that particular selfie. Is it that much important? Now, if parents want to interfere into that, then there is a particular statement from the child that you don't please interfere into this part, you don't know anything about this. And why this is so? Because that is a generation gap that a child has actually understood. The parents are resisting, parents are always opposing, parents are saying that don't do this, don't do that. So that means whatever they want to do, they don't have to disclose with their parents. And that is a case happened when it was a case that one parent came to me and they said, I was very surprised and I was very much afraid that my child has put a selfie into his Facebook. He has blocked me already, so I don't get his updates, but I got to know from another person. And that selfie is so dangerous. It contains XYZ thing and whatever part. So how to deal with that? And that is the case generally happens, that many children are blocking their parents as well, that they don't want to give their updates, or particularly their Facebook also having setting that except this audience you can upload to all the people who are connected with that particular profile. So it happens. And where the parents are getting this information, if that is a little bit on the later part, if we see, then if any kind of delay is happening at that moment, then that may cause a dangerous situation. Now, handling into the suicide case as well, I have seen people are becoming more depressed, more frustrated, more confused due to the non-reaction of the people. From there, they are expecting the reactions. And why this is happening? This is happening because they are not having that balance, the equilibrium of life, equilibrium balanced life. They have not actually gathered into them. They have to understand that virtual life is different, real life is different. And there is a much more thicker line, not thin line, much more thicker line between virtuality and reality.
So what
so कहा था ना बीच में एक कविता आया था कि जब उसके 5,000 दोस्त थे, उसके कुछ 5,000 दोस्त थे और जब वो मरा तो 5 दोस्त भी नहीं आए, ऐसा कुछ तो भी एक बीच में WhatsApp से आया था, ऐसा था.
So sir, what I am getting out of this communication is children should be taught, children should be given training, but at the same time we need to train our parents as well, because of the age gap, because of the technology gap, because of the thought process and everything. We need to train them as well, and parents must be open enough to learn certain things. Because most of the time what happens is when you go and tell a certain parent that this is how you should be behaving to the child, like, don't try to teach me, try to teach my child. So they're so rigid when it comes to their own learning process. So I say that the entire result would not be fruitful. So parents must also be given some sort of training. Sir, when we are talking about children, there is one thing which has been very close to my heart, and I keep asking to everybody, why are children say that they're always fearful of mathematics, and majority of them are saying this. They know that this is going to make their career, but still something happens during schooling process that by the time they come to engineering colleges or other colleges, they say that I am not good enough in aptitude. And when they start studying certain things, the opportunity cost for them is very high. So how what suggestions you would want to give to children, to parents, to teachers, and society at large? What should be done to address this problem? Where the key word actually is fear, fear of mathematics, fear of stage, fear of speaking, fear of science. But then majority of people would come and say that I am fearful of this particular subject. And the second one is obviously English, because we Indians do not have this as our primary language. So majority of them would come in English and mathematics. And if you see the job market, uh, you see CAT, you see GMAT, you see GATE, you see UPSC. You have to have these two with you. And why only to crack the examination? Beyond your, if you get into a job, these two skills are going to be there with you all the time. So how would you want to address this and suggest to us all how to address this particular problem?
If we consider mathematics, it is a so wonderful subject. But what happens generally, there are some prejudices about the mathematics aspect. Now, every child, when in the schooling process goes to the mathematics, they have seen or they have observed that they are getting out of marks as well. Like, let's say in the unit test of 30 marks, they must have got a 30 out of 30. But slowly, what happens? This subject is having so much stuff. Let's say it's a so vast subject, and it having its own concepts. It's based on all conceptual part, and where the students applies the logical mind to understand this concept. If they generally get little bit derailed from applying this concept, then they for them this mathematics become a little bit difficult. Now we cannot say the trigonometry, integration, derivatives, limits, all this part, this all part. Let's say that is a different thing. But if we see then mathematics, many students generally, you mentioned for the UPSC as well, many students generally take the mathematics for the scoring part. That's an optional subject, the mathematics for the scoring part. Now, why people are become judgmental for the mathematics or say the English also? Because they are not prepared. They are not prepared for the actual level of result what they may get. They consider that subject, that is like this subject needs the attention and a proper coaching, proper direction, proper mentoring as well. And where students generally feel that this mathematics is require some kind of attention, then they either they may get into this attention or they may get out of this attention. That means few people generally go after 11. If you see, then physics, chemistry, biology is another group. Physics, chemistry, mathematics is another group. So when people are taking biology, that means like they want, like they should not want this mathematics into their the future education part. And the people who are going to the mathematics for the engineering part, for the engineering part as well, now they have to understand the role of the mathematics is very important. So firstly, I think if people want to overcome this fear about the mathematics, they should feel prepared. Come whatever it may be, they should be feel prepared. They have to improve the process of understanding mathematics very strategically. Then they should focus at how this subject is very much elaborate. This subject, like if you say you are going into the 11th standard, the roots of the 11th standards are related to the 10th standard. 10th standard roots are at the 9th standard. So this subject is not only for the 11th standard or not for 12th standard. This mathematics having its own elaboration where this practice requires most. And wherever students are not making practice, they are just making, like I have seen many people are procrastinating while doing mathematics part because they don't want to practice. Yeah. And if they don't get engaged into this, whatever the random act of applying the mathematics everywhere, or just practicing whatever the sums, theorems, everything, then they actually get detached from that subject, and there the actual fear, or the, we can say a little bit the bracket wise is afraid come for that particular subject. So this subject is wonderful. This subject requires proper attention, and this subject will give the great returns. But mainly from my point of view, if I see, then people are becoming more judgmental. मैं कहता हूँ हमेशा कि पानी में पैर डालने से ही पता चलेगा कि पानी ठंडा है गर्म है. If you are standing on the banks of river, then it will not give idea what kind of water it is. So if you have to go into that particular subject now, you have to get connect. आपका जो connect है ना उस subject के साथ, that will give the return. If you connect properly now, then the returns are definitely there. If you're not getting connected now, then subject will be difficult. English हम पता है, मतलब I always ask this part to the student. English they can read, English they can write, but while part of the communication, while speaking part, they don't actually find the words properly.
Correct.
And why it is so? Because they have not worked on the communication. Communication skills are very much important, and they get to know when they enter into the corporate. But they can read English, they can write English very properly, they can write also. Attending a 2 hours class in any colleges or the coaching classes or anywhere, if faculty is teaching in the English, they are very comfortable. But if we ask that just come for 5 minutes and speak in front of the students while standing on the stage, then it is little bit difficult for them.
I would say it's all about.
So they have to take control.
Yes. When I was there in my engineering college, you know what? When teacher would call us to speak for 2 minutes, I can still sense that feeling of trembling and shivering. But what happens is you fear in day in, day out, and over a period of time, you just overcome that fear of yours. Until unless it is done, nothing could be.
लोग परिणाम का विचार
ज़्यादा करेंगे तो उतना ही अच्छा.
People are thinking more about the result, कि कैसा होगा, क्या होगा, and they carried by the others emotions, कि लोग क्या देख रहे हैं मुझको, लोग क्या सोचेंगे मेरे बारे में. If I am not able to deliver exactly, तो क्या होगा. So these are all these are the thoughts, जो thoughts हमें control करने हैं. These thoughts we have to manage. ये thoughts हमेशा mind में आते हैं और हम वो performance नहीं दे पाते.
You're there in Pune. I don't know if you know that हिंदी में कहावत है, दुनिया भर का रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग इसी में परेशान है कि लोग कहना क्या है लोगों को. अच्छा सर, एक क्वेश्चन मैं वो प्रॉपर हिंदी में आपसे पूछना चाहूंगा, क्योंकि ये वाला जो क्वेश्चन है वो मोस्टली पेरेंट्स के पास में भी जाता है. आप मेरे ख्याल से 10 साल से ज्यादा ही हो गया होगा आपको, जब आप यंग एस्पायरेंट्स को देखते हैं जो यूपीएससी के लिए प्रिपरेशन करते हैं दिन रात आके, फिर वो कुछ ऐसी स्किल सीखते हैं उस समय पे जो शायद उनको पहले ही उस पे काम कर लेना चाहिए था. और हर बार मैं कहता हूँ कि अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट जब हम बचपन में सीखते हैं, जो हम 3 साल से लेकर 7 साल 8 साल के होते हैं, तो उस समय हमारी लर्नेबिलिटी बहुत ज्यादा होती है. उस समय अगर हमारे को एक सेकंड लैंग्वेज या थर्ड लैंग्वेज सिखा दीजिए या मैथमेटिक्स जो आप हमें सिखा दीजिए, वो बच्चे सीख लेते हैं. तो उस समय हम फोकस नहीं करते, हम बच्चों पे फोकस तब करते हैं जब बच्चे ग्रेजुएशन के बाद कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन की प्रिपरेशन पे आ जाते हैं. तो मैं आपसे ये पूछना चाहूंगा आपके इतने सारे एक्सपीरियंसेस के बाद कि ऐसी क्या चीजें हैं जो हम छोटे बच्चों को सिखा दें, ताकि जब वो बड़े होके कुछ एग्जाम की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हों या वो जॉब मार्केट में जा रहे हों, तो उनको वो सारी चैलेंजेस वहां पे ना फेस करनी पड़े.
देखिए, ये क्वेश्चन इतना बेहतरीन क्वेश्चन आपने पूछा है. मैं ये कहूंगा कि कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम जाने से पहले जब बच्चा एक्चुअली दुनिया में आता है, तब से उसकी कॉम्पिटिशन शुरू होती है. और पेरेंट्स एक्चुअली विदाउट इंटेंशन एज वेल बहुत बार कंपटीशन जो है ना वो घर में लेके आते हैं. जैसे उसको देखा तुमने, उसने कितने मार्क्स लाए, तुमको देखा तुमने यहाँ पे मार्क्स लाए, उसको देखो कैसे बर्ताव कर रहा है, उसको देखो कैसे खा रहा है, उसको देखो कैसे मम्मी पापा से बात कर रहा है. यहाँ सारी चीजों में हमने कंपटीशन तो लाई है. उस कंपटीशन को अगर हमने घर पे लाया है तो उस कंपटीशन को कैसे आगे लेके जाना है, फैक्टफुली कहिए या फिर ट्रूथफुली कहे, किस तरीके से इस कंपटीशन को हमें रिजॉल्व करना है, ये भी पेरेंट्स का रोल है. पेरेंट्स को साथ में बैठना चाहिए. बच्चे क्या करते हैं, बच्चे कॉपी करते हैं. आप अगर मोबाइल देखेंगे, बच्चे मोबाइल देखेंगे. आप टीवी देखेंगे, बच्चे टीवी देखेंगे. आप लैपटॉप देखेंगे, बच्चे लैपटॉप देखेंगे. तो आपको बच्चों के सामने पढ़ना है तो फिर बच्चा पढ़ना शुरू करें. आपको बच्चों के सामने, आपने जो पूछा था अभी थोड़ी देर पहले कि जहाँ पे फैमिलीज का जो गैदरिंग है वो अलग होता है, यहाँ पे चीज ऐसी है ना कि अभी कितने लोग हैं कि जो एक साथ डिनर करते हैं, चले लंच के लिए तो ऑफिस में लोग होंगे, लंच पॉसिबल नहीं है, लेकिन डिनर का टाइम तो एक साथ एक जगह पे एक फैमिली के अंदर 4 लोगों की फैमिली हो, 6 लोगों की फैमिली हो, वहां पे तो एक डिनर टाइम भी पॉसिबल है। ये आदत अगर हम बच्चों को बहुत बचपन से ही डाल देना तो दे आर इनटू द डिसिप्लिन। कंपटीशन वहां से शुरू होता है, एक्सचेंजिंग ऑफ द थॉट्स, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। पापा ने आज दिन भर क्या किया उन्होंने बताना, ये बहुत जरूरी है पेरेंटल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से।
यस,
उसके बाद जैसे मम्मी ने आज कुछ कुछ चीजों के चलते नई नई चीजें क्या की है ये समझना जरूरी है। देन दैट पर्टिकुलर चाइल्ड विल आल्सो अंडरस्टैंड दैट शेयरिंग इज इंपॉर्टेंट, एक्सचेंजिंग ऑफ थॉट्स इंपॉर्टेंट, किस तरीके से बात करना है इंपॉर्टेंट। फिर यहाँ पे कोई करंट इशू चल रहा है तो उसमें पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहिए उस बच्चे को। उसको देखिए क्या होता है कि कभी कभी डेमोक्रेटिक वे में ना बच्चों का जो ओपिनियन है वो लिया जाता है कोई कोई फैमिली में, लेकिन जहां पे लिया नहीं जाता है ना वहां पे बच्चों को कोई ओपिनियन ही नहीं बनता। एंड इफ दैट ओपिनियन इज नॉट देयर ना, देन क्या होता है कि आगे जाके बच्चों को ओपिनियन देने में भी प्रॉब्लम आता है।
करेक्ट,
तो ये शुरुआत होनी चाहिए। अगर आपने एक बहुत सुंदर बुक है आई एम ओके यू आर ओके, इसमें ट्रांजैक्शन एनालिसिस दिया है, पेरेंट एडल्ट एंड चाइल्ड, ये जो बुक है ये बहुत बेहतरीन माना जाता है। लेकिन इसमें भी यही बताया है कि मतलब पेरेंटल रोल कितना मैटर करता है। अगर आप देखेंगे कि बच्चों को आईएएस की प्रिपरेशन हो या फिर सीडीएस की हो, एनडीए की हो, एसएसबी हो, एसएससी हो, जेडब्ल्यू हो एडवांस, या फिर नीट की हो, लॉ एंट्रेंस के लोग दे रहे हैं, कौन से भी जगह पे जहाँ पे कंपटीशन है, तो कंपटीशन सिर्फ वो एग्जाम को जाने के बाद ही नहीं शुरू होता, या एग्जाम की प्रिपरेशन करने से ही शुरू नहीं होता। कंपटीशन सबसे पहले, एवरी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन इज अ साइकोलॉजिकल गेम, जहां पे स्टूडेंट को या पर्टिकुलर चाइल्ड को ये देखना है कि ये मेरे माइंड में ये एग्जाम को क्रैक करने का साइकोलॉजिकल गेटवे मैंने बनाया नहीं बनाया। फिर यहाँ पे फैमिली आती है, फिर बैकग्राउंड आती है, फिर एक हम कह सकते हैं अपब्रिंगिंग आता है, फिर हम कह सकते हैं कि किस तरीके से मेरा स्ट्रक्चर बना हुआ है वो चीजें आती है, किस तरीके से मैं आगे बढ़ना चाहता हूँ ये चीजें आती है, जैसा मेरा एजुकेशन हुआ है, यहाँ पे मैं स्कूलिंग कहाँ से किया है, यहाँ पे मैं आगे जाके क्या करना चाहता हूँ, किस तरीके से चीजें मेरे माइंड में है, यहाँ से सारी वो प्रोसेस बनती है। जैसे एंड प्रोडक्ट जब बनता है तो उसके लिए बहुत सारी चीजें करनी पड़ती है, वैसे ही कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स तक आने तक वो बच्चा जो है बहुत और बहुत अलग अलग कसौटियों से गुजरा हुआ है। एंड दैट कॉम्पिटिशन ही मे हैव फेल, लेकिन हमने अगर वो कंपटीशन नहीं जानी है, कंपैरिजन करते हुए नहीं जानी है, समझाते हुए नहीं जानी है, बताते हुए नहीं जानी है, तो ये जानना भी जरूरी है कि किस तरीके से कंपटीशन में तुम उतरे हो हर बार करे, और फिर आगे जाके तुम्हें ये कंपटीशन वैसे ही निभानी है। सो दैट इज अ पार्ट पेरेंटियल रोल पे बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट माना जाता है।
तो इसका
यहाँ
ये मतलब
पे
है कि
बहुत मैं कहूंगा कि
तो इसका ये मतलब है कि हमारे
जी
जो
जी जी
पेरेंट्स हैं
बिल्कुल, बोलिए
उनको
ना।
अपने अपने बच्चों को एट पार कंसिडर करना चाहिए, कभी बिलिटल नहीं करना चाहिए, उनकी सारे ओपिनियंस को वैल्यू करनी चाहिए, और एट द सेम टाइम वो किसी दूसरे से अपने बच्चों को, शर्मा जी के बच्चों से अपने को कंपैरिजन करना वो बंद कर दें। तो वो एक तरीके का वो प्रेशर लेके आते हैं, वो कॉम्पिटिटिव एनवायरनमेंट या इकोसिस्टम घर पे लेके नहीं आते। दैट इज व्हाट पेरेंट्स नीड टू डू। दीज आर वेरी फेयर पॉइंट सर। एक जो मैंने आपसे इंटरव्यू शुरू करने के पहले पूछा था कि मैं आपसे वापस उस क्वेश्चन पे आऊंगा, दैट 10,000 बुक्स वे टू मच। So I have also seen the young children, they don't read nowadays. Now nobody is reading material, everybody is watching videos nowadays. So how to motivate and inspire people to read books on certain topics? If children would read about certain autobiographies, they might be motivated. But then you have done it like 10,000 is way too much. I cannot even think of it. But then how should we go about it? How should we choose a book? How should we finish a book? How should we derive our learnings from a book? How should we go about it?
I remember I started my first book when I was 5.5 years old, and that credit goes to my mother. She actually brought a few books for me, and very very small simple books, but I understand that were story books, but that make actually more interesting when I started continuing that books, because my mom she always used to bring all kind of these books every week. So every week I must say that I would have 3 to 4 books in my hand, the new copy books, that is story books, and these books were so much fun for me. At the age of 8, I started reading in the library. Library is like I joined a library, and then library was, I think, wonderful blessing for me, because I read so many books from the library. And that was few, let's say, that related to travel, few, let's say, हम कह सकते हैं कि चरित्र वाली books, then the story fiction, every kind of books. But that developed a much more interest, कि जहाँ पे मुझे समझ में आया कि every author is having its own perception of writing the books, and उसके जो concepts है, उस concept को भी समझना बहुत जरूरी है. पैशन जो चाहिए रीडिंग के लिए, इट विल ओनली कम व्हेन यू एक्चुअली थिंकिंग ऑफ नॉट रीडिंग और नॉट कंप्लीटिंग द बुक, बट यू जनरली कम टू अ फेज व्हेन यू वांट टू लर्न न्यू थिंग्स. जहां पे हम लोग समझते हैं ना कि हमें सब कुछ आता है, वहीं पे हम लोग रुक जाते हैं. तो हमें कुछ हर बार नया चाहिए. कभी हमें ये सीखना है, कभी हमें वो सीखना है, कभी हमें ये जानना है, कभी हमें वो पढ़ना है. ये सारी चीजों के चलते जब हम एक बुक को, फिर कौन सा भी बुक हो, मतलब इट इज रिलेटेड टू इंफॉर्मेशन, इट इज रिलेटेड टू द नॉलेज, इट इज रिलेटेड टू एनी अदर पार्ट, लेकिन हम उससे जब जुड़ जाते हैं ना, तो हमें उस बुक के चलते कुछ इंटरेस्ट आता है. फिर उसके बाद क्या होता है, मेरी मम्मी मुझे बताती थी कि कम से कम तुम्हें 1 घंटा यहाँ से उठना नहीं है, एक जगह पे बैठना है. So that practice remembers me कि अभी जब बच्चे जब नहीं बैठते एक जगह पे, तो वो उस समय क्यों करवा के लेती थी और हाथ में बुक देती थी और कहती थी कि पढ़ो करके. एंड पहले अगर मैं उसको रेजिस्ट भी करता था, लेकिन धीरे धीरे मेरा इंटरेस्ट बढ़ गया. आई स्टार्टेड रीडिंग मेनी न्यू बुक्स, और वो मेरे इंटरेस्ट के लिए नई बुक्स लाती भी थी. अगर हम इस मोमेंट ऑफ प्रैक्टिस को अगर देखें ना, तो यहाँ पे बच्चों के लिए भी इतनी बेहतरीन बुक्स, मतलब फ्रॉम द एज 5 to 8 अलग बुक्स है अवेलेबल, 8 to 12 अलग है, टीनेजर्स के लिए अलग है. ये रीडिंग की जो हैबिट है वो बढ़नी चाहिए. उसके लिए पेरेंट को यही करना चाहिए कि उनको एक जगह पे बैठ के, एक जगह पे उनको बता के कि आपने जैसे 1 घंटा स्क्रीन टाइम हो गया, अभी आपका 1 घंटा रीडिंग टाइम होना चाहिए. दैट इज एक्चुअली बिलोंग्स टू यूअर्स ओनली. मतलब ये रीडिंग टाइम आपका ही है, कोई डिस्टर्ब नहीं करेगा, कोई नहीं बोलेगा, लेकिन इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि ये रीडिंग बिटवीन द लाइन बढ़ाएगा, कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स बढ़ाएगा, रीडिंग स्किल्स बढ़ाएगा, राइटिंग स्किल बढ़ाएगा. आपके जो स्किल्स डेवलपमेंट का पार्ट है, उसके लिए बुक्स बहुत मैटर करें, और ये करना चाहिए. पैशन बढ़ाएगा. मतलब मेनी पीपल नाउ, इफ यू सी, देन सीईओस के लिए भी एक कोर्स है कि 52 बुक्स आप एक साल में पढ़िए करके, अलोंग विद योर वर्क पार्ट. ये आजकल आता है. तो ये सारी चीजें पॉसिबल है, और इसकी आदत जो है ना, हम कहते हैं ना कि रूट्स बहुत स्ट्रांग होने चाहिए. तो रूट से अगर ये आदत डाले तो ये बहुत
इससे सर मेरे को याद है कि other day I met an Australian, right? So when we meet somebody in India, what do we ask? Where are you from? What do you do? What do your parents would do? So these are kind of questions that we are accustomed to. So when I met this Australian, the first question that I came across was, "Hey mate, so what is the book that you're reading nowadays?" And I was like, "What?"
Right.
I was not prepared for this.
That's true. That's true.
I was not prepared. I was like, yeah, I am reading something. I read something, so I had to answer this. But I did not expect this question. So they have this habit pattern over there. Sir, thank you very much for your valuable time. I knew that when I wanted to speak to people, yours was the first name that popped up in my mind, and I knew that talking to you would be very enriching, and it would also be very helpful for parents and children. So we would love to continue with this kind of communication, because in my opinion, because I have been teaching for last 10 years, and then I am realizing that our parents must be taught more, must be trained more than that of our children, because our children have this potential. But the way you said that parents bring comparison and competition and pressure at the home, at the same time, children would actually be learning what parents are doing. So this is where our parents must also be open-minded to acquire new skills, the way things are going on. Thank you very much, sir. It was a very enriching experience talking to you. Thank you very much. And I wish.
Thank you so much for inviting me over here. Thank you so much.
Take care, sir. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye, sir.